think about our project that we worked on this week?
It was long. We suffered through it. Had communication issues. Oh, now I really understand what it means to suffer long.
Welcome to Uniquely One. Let's talk about what it means to be long suffering and patient.
I just wanna be closer to you.
Hi, welcome to Uniquely One. We want to talk today about long suffering, which really just means having patience through various situations and troubles that most of the time come from not you, but from other places or for other reasons. So, because of that, we want to discuss what it takes to be patient, and just being in a relationship and being together requires you to have patience. So, we've had quite a bit of discussion about that today, haven't we, Fred?
Yes, we have. Because it's during this time that people are at home with all the stay-at-home orders finally lifted some. A lot of people went through situations and times when they had struggles with patience, because when you are in a small environment, when your world has been shrunk
Together all the time.
and then you together all the time, and you are forced to do a lot of things together, you discover little things that kind of irritates you a little bit. So once you discover those things, you have to have patience in order to not let them grow, and actually use them to get a stronger bond, to work together, to figure out things together. And talking about figuring out things together, we discovered through putting together a shed with a bunch of bad instructions, we really did discover and develop even more patience, because the instructions made us have to have some communication above all levels of communicating we have done before.
So we had instructions that said that maybe we should finish the shed in about 12 hours. But once looking at the pictures and looking at the pictures that were in black and white, as well as, like going through the directions, which were not clear at all. And then us having to make sure that we were using the right words as we communicated with each other. This task, we also had distractions, things such as the weather. There were some things that we didn't put on correctly. We had already connected them. Then we had to reverse it and turn those things back around. So with all the various twists and turns and directions that we were trying to follow and the things that occurred, we took more than 12 hours. It took us about 5 days.
And the more that we thought about this, it's actually a lesson in life.
In life, yes.
You can have things lined up, they can be written down, a great plan, but when you start working the plan, you find kinks in the armor, you find things that doesn't go right, you'll have communication issues where you said, put this here and put that there, but then you find out that wasn't correct. And so you have to have teamwork in order to correct, in order to finish the project. And that's the same thing with relationship. You have to have patience, and remember, you have to have teamwork. You have to work together in order to achieve the levels you want to achieve in a relationship.
And the end results be positive.
And because the object is to reach a point in a relationship together. And in order to reach the point in a relationship together, you will have some communication issues.
So, for the times when he needed a boat and asked me for a screw, we had to laugh through that. Or when he needed a nut and I would give him a bolt, or he would say, pass pass me that whatchamacallit over there, that thing. And I said, okay, use your word. What do you mean? What do you really need? You know, so even just going through that, you know, like took patience for us. And it reminded me of the story of the Tower of Babel when the Lord had to confuse their languages because they were on one accord and they were working, you know, like together to accomplish what they had set out to do. So that's another example of just how important communication is when you're working together on a project, being patient with each other so that you don't get upset. Hey, I just give up. I just throw up my hands. I am done, you know, with this project. So you take a break and, you know, you come back and you rethink and you say, okay, we can do this. We're gonna finish this project and we're gonna finish it well.
But remember this: in every great relationship, there is a whatchamacallit and that thing over there. Everybody has to have a whatchamacallit and a thing over there, because then you have to work together to figure out what did they mean by whatchamacallit and a thing. And when you get to the point where you understand what a whatchamacallit and a thing is, you have a strong communication tool to work together with. Because when you figure out what it is, you know you are together. And when you know what a whatchamacallit is, now that's a unique relationship. So keep working, keep moving, and remember that you are uniquely one.